Hurry, get out here.
That's a shadow person, baby.
The investigation begins right now.
We are the Kling brothers, and we believe that science holds the key to unlocking the secrets of the dead.
We formed an investigation team called Everyday Paranormal. Our mission, visit the most haunted places in America, find evidence, and test new theories to probe the existence of the afterlife.
This is Ghost Lab.
Okay, guys, Tombstone, Arizona, the famous Tombstone, gunfights, OK Corral, Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday. Rumor has it, the whole place is haunted.
What sort of things are going on there?
It's a little bit of everything, really. We have voices, footsteps, object manipulation.
Shadow people.
So our mission is to get in there and find out if Tombstone really is haunted. But more importantly, we've got to find out why. What's fueling it? We can't just look at, what's the obvious. Well, people got killed violently here. We got to look one step beyond that.
We've never done an entire town. It's going to be hard to do, but I think we can do it. I mean, if any team could do it, we could do it.
Let's get this thing loaded up and start heading down the road.
All right.
Not much has changed in Tombstone since the days of Wyatt Earp and the OK Corral. You can still belly up to the bar in the original saloons, or tour the once prosperous silver mines that put the town on the map. But the grave markers lining Boot Hill Cemetery tell a darker story. In one of its most violent periods, between 1880 and 1886, approximately 125 cowboys and miners who came here to make their fortune in silver lost their lives instead. And of those who still call Tombstone home, some claim the ghostly spirits of the dead are still lurking. But is there any truth to these stories?
It's really cool to roll into town and to investigate the entire city of Tombstone. First thing we have to do is check with some residents of the town to see if there are any other claims of paranormal activity.
So, have you had any crazy experiences here in Tombstone while you work here?
All the time we feel like someone's tugging on the back of our pants or aprons.
So, in your opinion, you think it's definitely paranormal activity going on?
I never believed in paranormal activity until I moved to Tombstone. Since then, changed my mind, I think.
Have you had any experiences here in Tombstone that you would consider out of the ordinary or even paranormal?
I have had items move, T-shirts, jewelry, that type of thing. I've heard voices.
And what do you attribute these experiences to?
Most of them are just people that are just stuck in time. They've passed on.
There was a man's figure standing right there, face to face with me. I was like, ah!
Now, when you say face to face, I mean, could you see his face?
It was like looking at you right now, but I could see through you.
Based on our preliminary research that we've done of Tombstone in the area, we've narrowed down the focus to 4 places: the Birdcage Theater, the Crystal Palace Saloon, the Silver Mines, and Boot Hill Cemetery.
Ground control for the team is the Ghost Lab, a high-tech mobile command center where the team monitors and analyzes all the data. Recorders for EVP, or electronic voice phenomena, are used to capture sounds and voices below the threshold of human perception. Video monitors and still cameras capture any possible apparitions, shadows, or movement of objects.
That's good right there. Leave it right there.
And EMF readers detect the possible presence of paranormal activity by sensing variations in the electromagnetic field. The first stop for the team, the infamous Birdcage Theater.
Birdcage Theater, Tombstone, Arizona. Whew. Man, it's like they boarded up the doors in the 1880s and just opened it up for us today. Bartender! Hey,
what can I get for you?
How you doing? You Nova?
I'm Nova.
How you doing? Brad Kling, Everyday Paranormal.
Nice to see you.
I'm Barry. Hi, how you doing?
Welcome to the Birdcage.
Thank you. Thanks. Tell me a little bit about the history.
Well, the Birdcage operated for a very short time. It was opened between 1881 and 1889, 24 hours a day, as a saloon, a gambling hall, a dance hall, a theater. It was also the most high-end brothel here in Tombstone at one time.
Tell me a little bit about the ghosts that you've experienced.
Well, you know, we've actually known for more than 100 years that this was a haunted building. voices talking, laughter, singing, music, tap dancing, card shuffling, poker chips being tossed as if bets were still being placed on the tables. We actually had one young lady that, while I was talking, she very boisterously interrupted me and she yelled, "Jake!" She said that there was someone right in her ear that was literally just very impatient. Tell her it's me, tell her I'm Jake, tell her I'm Jake, tell her I'm Jake.
Well, Jake, if you're listening, why don't you make yourself known tonight so we can get some pictures
well, we
of
have a
you or something.
speaker that has no power going to it up on the catwalk, and every now and then he'll say hello on that speaker.
In hopes of capturing any unexplained anomalies, the team cast their electronic net over the theater, wiring the entire structure from top to bottom with cameras, sound recorders, and data loggers.
The Ghost Lab team is very thorough in setting up for an investigation.
Start with number 1 at the bottom. What we're going to have to do is probably put them in the middle.
Hector is the tech manager.
We're going to set up a camera in there.
Steve Hawk is the team analyst. Katie.
Snap a lot of photos.
Katie is a team investigator.
Not squeezing it out. See that?
Steve Harris is in charge of Ghost Lab operations.
Hey, Jason, can you give me a hand here?
And Jason and Ashley are part-time team investigators. Since Tombstone is such a huge location, we brought in the reserves to help out.
All right, let's head back to the lab.
While the team monitors the action from the lab, Brad and Barry begin their investigation in the birdcage.
Birdcage Theater, fixing to get investigated by me and Brad, so get ready. All right, where's this stupid speaker?
It's right there. Dude, we got a shadow right there.
Did you catch on picture?
Yes, I did.
All right, we got a shadow moving up in the birdcage area.
Oh, hang on. It's the way the wall is painted. Sorry, a little excitement for nothing. That's what you do, man.
You shoot first and you ask questions later.
Because if that's happening, it doesn't happen for long. EVP session number 1. Brad and Barry in the main ballroom. Everyday Paranormal's in the house. You need to impress me. Brad Kling, that's my name. What's yours? I don't know where you're hiding. I know you're freaking in here.
Hey, Barry, you smell cigar smoke right here? Mm-hmm. Smelling cigar smoke right here by the gaming table, the first room you come in. Next EVP session, back in the front room. Just be real still and quiet for a little bit.
I'm going to lie down on the floor so I don't move or make any noise.
I'm standing up. Quiet in here. No pops, creaks, nothing. Did you hear that? Mm-hmm.
Do it again, man. Are you in here? Oh. Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake.
If it's Jake, maybe it's somebody else.
Who is it? Hello? Is anybody up there? I need you to tell me what your name is. What am I talking to the speaker? You know what? You want to show up? Get your ass out here. I've been in a lot of haunted places, and I've seen some real ghosts. They actually show themselves. They'll play with speakers. Come on, man. Is anybody up there? I need you to tell me what your name is. Come on, man. When that speaker started blaring, we had to go find Nova, who was sleeping in the back room. We wanted to find out if that thing was connected to anything or plugged in.
That speaker going crazy.
I know it is.
There is a wire hanging off of it. See right there? All right, we're going to get a ladder. We're coming up there.
Now you done it.
There's no power going to that speaker.
You ever heard that before?
Okay, you go.
Look at the wire right there. Where's it go to?
It goes like down into the floor.
Sorry, dude. All right, we're getting down. We're getting down. We're getting down. All right. We're done.
We're good. We're good.
Later.
See ya.
Lordy, man.
We went in there. We go to the back. We go downstairs. We come back to the middle. Nothing going on. Barry goes, man, it's just quiet in here. As soon as he said that.
Yeah, the speaker going off in the birdcage is really crazy. We weren't sure if it's electrical or if it was paranormal. We weren't sure if it was something with our cell phones, our radios.
Brad climbed up there, but no one's allowed up there on that ledge because structurally it's not safe. So without pulling it off the wall, we can't be 100% certain that it's paranormal. But we spoke to Nova. We thought maybe she was playing a trick, but she was asleep back in the office and had nothing to do with it.
So we're really interested to listen to the audio recorder, see if we got any EVPs maybe when the speaker was going off.
Now with this, you're going to hear a lot of that squelching on here, but listen closely.
Okay.
I don't know if it's...
There's several other sessions before that.
Okay.
In searching for further evidence to support that the speaker could have been a paranormal occurrence, the team scours the audio, checking for any other electronic voice phenomena. But the results are negative. However, they do pick up an EVP from a session earlier in the evening.
I don't know where you're hiding. I know you're freaking in here.
Yeah, right there.
That sounds kind of commanding.
Oh, yeah.
Choose?
Choose.
Yeah.
Choose.
That's Class A, baby.
That's Class A choose.
The Ghost Lab team considers a Class A EVP as one that is clearly audible without digital enhancement.
Hey, the speaker going off was wild. It does go down as a personal experience. Now, you add in the factor of the EVP that we pulled out of the place, it's going to convince me that the birdcage does have paranormal activity going on. Now from here, we're going to go to the silver mines. Silver was king back in the day, and that's why Tombstone existed. They don't really have any claims of activity down there, but we want to see what might be lurking. We're going to test energy levels, EMF, and do some investigating down there.
I could take you to some of the areas down here that aren't normally visited by the public. Watch your head.
Silver mining in the 1800s was a rough trade.
These ain't natural caverns. This is dug by hand. Can you imagine digging this by hand?
At its peak, over 10,000 miners flocked to Tombstone, hoping to strike it rich. And if these walls could talk, which the team is hoping they will, they might tell us the tales of hard labor, greed, lust for wealth, and all too often, murder.
Go ahead and just start snapping photos. And we want to take some EMF readings. I'll tell you, this is probably one of the first in paranormal investigation, actually investigating a silver mine. This is a digital audio recorder. We try to pick up voices in this thing.
All right.
You can hear how quiet. This is probably the most quiet you're ever going to hear in an EVP session. There's not going to be any ambient noise besides just still air. You ready? EVP session 1. Down deep in the mine. Are there any miners down in here? Talk to me.
Is there anybody down here still mining the silver? But we really like to hear your voice.
Must have been a hard life down here. I'm pretty impressed chiseling this stuff out by hand. Any readings on the EMF?
Anywhere from 0.1, 0.2. I did get a spike at like 0.9. It was brief.
Paranormal investigators search for high EMF, or electromagnetic fields, which could indicate the presence of paranormal activity. The mine's EMF levels were low, consistent with the fact that there has been little paranormal occurrence noted there.
So you guys might want to look at this.
See this?
See that right there? The black stuff, it's a vein of silver right there.
Man, it's all through here, Barry.
There we
Street, all through here. There is still silver down here.
We're surrounded by it.
All right, ready to head back up to the lab?
I had no idea there was still that much silver down there.
You cannot have paranormal activity without energy. Energy is what fuels it and what drives it, what makes it come out, what makes it manifest. So we just came up out of the mines. There's silver all over the place. We have lightning storms that are very common, especially this time of year during the monsoon season around here. You have electricity, you have an element that conducts electricity, and you have a town with a lot of supposed haunted activity right next to it. We need to put everything together. So while the team checks out those EVPs, I'm going to try to find a silver expert. Garth Baldwin, my name is Brad Kling. I'm with Everyday Paranormal out of San Antonio, Texas. How you doing today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm pretty good. Hey, we are doing a little investigation of Tombstone. The area has a lot of silver mines. Back in the 1880s, this was why the town was built. It was for silver mining. If there was a large thunderstorm that came up and lightning was kind of popping all over the place, and, you know, it could hit like an outcropping of silver, is it possible that electricity could travel through those veins of silver?
It would certainly. I mean, it's going to go through the rock. It'll conduct through whatever's there. If there are concentrations of silver there, it's a highly conductive metal. It's going to travel those routes faster and easier.
So with the thunderstorm and the electrically charged atmosphere that you know of from living in Arizona, what do you think about supercharging an area to fuel paranormal activity?
After an intense lightning storm in Arizona, if it were to collect, it would charge or supercharge, like you said, an area with high conductivity. If it's intense enough, it's going to stay in an area for a while. There'll be residual electrical charge. Then you've probably, then you've really got something going there.
Coming up.
25, 48, 154.
The team electrifies Tombstone's Crystal Palace.
Booyah!
And later,
Get out here, hurry, get out here.
Something's moving over there.
they set a trap, hoping to capture some restless spirits.
Come on, hurry, they're going off. Come on, hurry.
The presence of silver lining the Tombstone mines has sparked a new theory for the team. The brothers believe that silver's conductivity, combined with lightning storms, charges the entire town and is possibly the explanation for the alleged paranormal activity.
It's our belief that spirits, ghosts, and other types of paranormal activity need energy to manifest. Now, anytime we investigate a possible haunted location, the first question we ask is, what is that energy source? Here in Tombstone, the possibility is that silver and lightning are the batteries for this activity.
Barry and Brad ready the team to put their conductive theory to the test at one of Tombstone's reported haunted sites.
In the Crystal Palace Saloon,
We're actually on the corner of 5th and Allen. Something like 18 murders have happened right here, right outside this door I'm standing. Cool. Let's go back to my office, the toilet.
it's the haunted.
Oh my God, I gotta
toilet. Well, what is it that they hear in here? What's the?
In here they have claims of a women's voice talking to you. You feel like there's somebody in here with you when you're in the restroom.
Yeah, could be a good place. It's a small area for a small shotgun sweep.
A shotgun sweep is the Ghost Lab's term for scattering electronic data loggers throughout a location. Unexplained spikes in the readings might pinpoint the location of possible paranormal activity.
Oh my guys, nice night for ghost hunting. Storms blowing through, electricity's in the air, and a lot of things that we discovered today fall right into line.
And since this place is kind of small, and this is the only place we're doing right now, let's gather as much information as we can.
To create a baseline reading, the team saturates the location, taking photographs, temperature readings, and noting EMF. This will help identify any anomalies during the investigation.
Don't forget the restrooms too, guys.
Okay.
The electronic net is cast.
Got every inch covered?
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the lab.
Now it's time for brothers to test their theory.
I want to give this Tesla coil a try as far as EMF. I want to put a reader down there and see if it does anything to it while the thing is on.
The Tesla coil emits high-frequency, alternating electrical currents, charging the electromagnetic field in the environment.
We're going to get baseline reading. We got 0.3, 0.4. Let's turn that bad boy on. What we're trying to do is supercharge the room with electricity. You know, the more electricity, the more something might be able to manifest. So that's our hope. We're going to supercharge the Crystal Palace Saloon. What is it reading?
It's 2.5, 5.6, 6.0. 25, 48, 154.
Booyah! Hey!
With the Tesla coil having substantially increased the energy in the room, the brothers are also charged up to test their theory.
All right, so think about it. You got a silver mine down there. It's got these fingers kind of like those forks on that Tesla coil. We went down the silver mines, but just think, you have everything electrical-wise that could cause some sort of haunting in this town.
Buried a lab.
Lab.
Can some of you come in here and run some EVPs?
It's a unique opportunity for us to be able to conduct an EVP session in a supercharged environment like this. We're hoping that this heightened energy level is going to be able to give us positive results, and that's going to help us document more paranormal activity.
I'm going to go ahead and set a digital recorder back in the men's room.
Sure.
Leave it out there while we're doing the investigation here, so if we hear anything. EVP number 1, Ashley, Katie, and Jason.
Talk to us.
Is there anyone here with us? Would you like to tell us your name?
Can you give us some kind of response?
Some kind of noise?
You guys want to do a moment of silence? Yeah. All right, we're going to do a moment of silence now. This is your time. Start now. EVP number 1 ended.
Following the session, the team reassembles at the lab to dissect the data. Once again, the team goes back to evaluating evidence captured by the numerous data loggers in hopes of finding something significant.
Audio recorder was in the bathroom?
It was on top of the stall.
And y'all weren't in there?
Me, Katie, and Ashley are on the stage. They're right outside where the bathroom's at. And we're doing our moment of silence. You actually hear me say, "And now."
Nobody was moving, no one was moving. It was a moment of silence.
It was a moment of silence.
Right quick. It's like Western. Right quick.
Start now.
right quick. It sounds like something from the Wild West days, like, you better get out of town right quick. But this is fitting for a wild town like Tombstone, but of course we can never be sure. Well, what's cool, this isn't an audible frequency.
The human ear can generally hear frequencies in the range of 20 to 20,000 hertz. However, the team determined the frequency of the right quick EVP to be below the normal range, explaining why it was initially inaudible.
Kind of validates the whole bathroom thing, that people hear voices and noises and believe they're touched and things like that too. So, hey.
Coming up, tensions mount at Boot Hill Graveyard.
Come on, hurry, they're going off.
And later, a chilling discovery.
That's a shadow person, baby. Yeah!
Based on the investigations at the Birdcage, the Silver Mines, and the Crystal Palace, the team believes they've experienced numerous instances of paranormal activity. But they know there's one more location to investigate. Tombstone is defined by its traumatic history of gunfights, gambling, and violent death. Nowhere is that more evident than Boot Hill Graveyard. Just ask the over 200 bodies that reside there now.
We're in Boot Hill Cemetery, Tombstone, Arizona. As we all went down here, the entire town back in the 1880s buried here. We're going to go check out a few of the famous graves, see what we can find.
You know, it's one thing that we've always said about paranormal activity, that graveyards are one of the worst places to find a ghost at. But if you add the factor of traumatic death is a great place to find a ghost, this place is loaded. Just about every cross you see here is killed by Indians, drowned, hanged by mistake. You know, a lot of people have claimed to see shadow people moving in and out of these graves.
Paranormal investigators believe shadow people, or shadow beings, are physical manifestations of the dead who may have died under conditions of extreme physical or emotional trauma. Some say they take the form of a dark image, often seen in the peripheral vision.
Any place that has a lot of traumatic death, shadow people are the things that are generally reported. One in particular is our buddies over here from the OK Corral, the McClarys and Billy Clanton, buried right here in Boot Hill.
In 1881, the McClarys and Billy Clanton were gunned down by the Earp brothers and Doc Holliday in the famous shootout at the OK Corral.
Hey, Ike Clanton, any relation to Billy Clanton?
Yeah, they're my cousins.
Well, we understand that you have some experiences here at Boot Hill Cemetery. What happened? What happened to you?
Well, I've had a couple different experiences here, but the one that's the most unusual is the photo I took. And what it was is I had a friend of mine from Southern California come out to Tombstone, and he wanted to dress up. It was his first time to Tombstone, and he wanted to dress up in the Old West, and he bought black and white film for his camera. We came out to Boot Hill early in the morning. There was nobody here. I took this photo, and I put him off to the left in the picture because I wanted to get the Dragoon Mountains in the background. And it was about 2 weeks later, and he called me up, and he goes, "Hey, you remember that photo you took of me at Boot Hill?" And I said, "Yeah." He says, "Are you sure there wasn't a guy behind me, standing behind me with a flat brim hat?" It was spooky. It's actually a person on the photo. The other thing that's weird, too, is the fact that he's looking towards the grave of Billy Clanton and the McClary brothers that were killed in the OK Corral gunfight.
Now, I have, being a professional paranormal investigator, I have seen this photo many, many times.
Yeah.
This is very unusual in any kind of photograph. Usually it's a haze, a shadow, or something like that. But to get a full body apparition such as that.
And it's on a negative. This is not a digital photo either. I absolutely 100% did not create this or, Photoshop this or anything. That is real, and it's on the negative.
The Boot Hill photograph is one of many renowned photos that have been scrutinized by paranormal investigators and laypeople. Throughout history, alleged apparitions and photos have sparked controversy, which began with the famous Cottingley Ferry photos of the 1800s. But unlike the ferries captured in these photos, which were ultimately revealed to have been staged, the Boot Hill photo has never been debunked.
Hey guys, I want to get you to check out this picture we got. Brad and I met a guy named Ike Clanton. This is a friend of his. He wanted to dress up in an old Western outfit, get the kind of the Western feel. So if you check it out, we're looking at this guy right here. And if you can notice, you know, they say you can see the hat, his face. To me, it looks like a young boy, but they say he's possibly holding a knife right here. Definitely see the hat. They said that the hat is a period dress, because back then they actually didn't wear the curved up cowboy hats that we see like today. So it's a very, very good photo of a possible apparition of Boot Hill. When we go to Boot Hill, we're going to focus on that area, the same exact area where the photo was taken.
Cast the net.
All right, let's do it. Basically, what Boot Hill is a big rectangle. The McLaurys and the Clantons are buried over here. They're the ones who were killed in the OK Corral. The photo was taken over in this general area. So we want to definitely get motion sensors in those two sections and then just strategically place the other two so the lines don't cross. So in the gift shop here, we're going to set up our substation and then we'll get going. Sound good? All right. Stand right here. So let's put it over.
The team encircles the graveyard with motion detectors. Any solid object crossing their path will sound an alarm. Cameras are focused on each detector to capture the image of anything that might set it off.
Okay, so let's do a shadow test. We know that a naturally caused shadow is not going to set that off. Even changing light, you know, like it's dark, light, that's not setting it off. Well, this is down right where the apparition picture was taken.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the best place to sit right here. Look at this. I mean,
You know what we ought to do? We ought to have someone get a chair
sitting here,
and just put a chair right here in the corner, and they can just sit here.
Barry, substation.
Substation here.
Me and Brad thinking about having somebody come down here and sit. We have a good vantage point.
He wants me to sit down there?
You want somebody down there with
by
you?
myself?
Bring a chair if you have one.
Sit on the ground.
Just run some EVP sessions while you're sitting down here. See ya. Good luck.
Bye.
While team members Ashley and Jason attempt to draw out the spirits,
Alrighty.
the rest of the team monitors the activity from the substation.
Roger, keep going.
Stop. Right there.
10-4. Okay, now we'll start the EVP. Alrighty. If you're here, say something to us.
Say something. Do something.
Throw a rock at me. Move something.
Why do you hang around this place? If someone's here, come touch my arm.
Something's moving over there.
Get out here, hurry, get out here. Jason, come on, hurry, they're going off. Come on, hurry.
Something's moving over there.
Get out here, hurry, get out here. Jason, come on, hurry, they're going off. Come on, hurry. Can't tell which one it was.
That was the one right there?
I don't know. One of them.
Yeah, I heard it. It was over here. It's right here. You're right in front of it. You're right in front of it.
As Jason and Ashley run EVP sessions alone in the graveyard, a motion detector goes off in the back right quarter of the cemetery.
Isn't that facing the Clowries, or is that the one looking across?
That's the one over here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going off again. Was that you? Did you make that move like I asked you? Gotta keep taking pictures. I can record you from there. It's going off again.
See? That's
keep
twice.
Keep taking pictures.
Dude.
Is that you? There's no wind gust going on right here.
Do it again.
It sounds like y'all got some good stuff going on.
Yeah?
Where were you standing when they were going off?
Back here.
right about here.
And that one was
not in
going
front of
off.
them, on the
You
side of
weren't
them.
moving?
No, we were like back here.
Hey, McLaury, Clanton, unknown, found in mine. Make this thing go off right now. That's an eerie sound in a graveyard in the middle of the night.
Right on cue. Oh gosh, I'm so excited I got a headache.
Okay, if that's you, do it again now.
It's not the batteries because the batteries were all put in at the same time. And the car just drove by and it didn't go off.
But back over here, they weren't going off anything too, so hopefully we get something on the EVP. Hopefully we got some of one of your pictures. We need to go over those pictures.
The Ghost Lab team spends a long night reviewing the data, tirelessly searching for what might have set off the motion detectors.
We could not figure out why those motion sensors were going off. There were no animals that ran by that we saw. And Jason and Ashley were standing 4 feet away from the detector. It was not a windy night, so there were no branches blowing. We verified through the cameras that we had running that no crew was over there. We've got to have some EVPs or something out there.
Not yet for me.
No? Nothing?
I hadn't got anything.
But examining the photographs, something unusual catches their eye.
Might be interested in this. Tell me what you see.
Dude, that's a shadow person. That's a shadow person, baby. Yeah! Yeah! Hey, Barry, you got to get in the lab. You have got to see this.
They ran the whole damn way here. What's going on?
We may have got something. Look at this picture. Tell me what you see.
I see a freaking dude sitting there.
Yep. And that dude wasn't sitting there. The only person out in the cemetery was the person taking the picture, and they were sitting right here.
Any way we can put that on a flash drive and put it up on the smartboard?
Sure. Right now.
It's one of the best shadow pictures I've seen in a long time. Who took that picture?
I did. Well, the motion detector's going off. I just started taking pictures of the whole area.
So in the place where we didn't get any photos, motion sensors go off.
On command.
When you get a photo, no motion sensors go off.
Right.
That's weird.
That's real weird.
And what's cool about this also, there's claims of shadow people. This is not something new. People have seen shadow people there, and we just caught one on a photograph.
I need to calm myself down a little bit.
Coming up, the team returns to the spot where the alleged shadow man was photographed.
Hey, give me the photo, I'll line it up.
What will their evidence reveal? After analyzing the photograph of what the team believes to be a shadow person.
Tell me what you see.
Dude, that's a shadow person. That's a shadow person, baby. Yeah! Yeah!
Barry and Brad return to Boot Hill Graveyard to see if there's any correlation with their alleged Shadow Man photo and the one taken by Ike Clanton.
Right here, yeah, to the right. We're down at Boot Hill Cemetery. We got a really cool shadow person photo. We're here checking out the angles, exactly where was the photo taken. Kind of just line the angles up to see if there's anything that casts a shadow.
Here, I'm gonna provide a baseline right here.
Right there.
It's about like this, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready, Barry?
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, now, come here. Where am I standing? Look, that way. Where was the picture taken?
Here, give me the photo, I'll line it up.
I'm thinking we are literally on the spot of that photo.
Right there, there's the curve headstone. Look wherever the guy's sitting. Here? A little more this way. There's your photo. That's exactly the photo right there.
We're really excited for more than one reason. One thing, to get a photo of something where people have claimed it all these years is extraordinary. Two, to get the photo in literally a 3-foot radius from where the famous photo was taken, it just blows our minds. So it kind of falls in place with the violent death, something hanging around, something walking through the cemetery. But man, we got him. We spread the net and we caught that sucker. I'm happy, man. I'm a big old fat boy like me. I'm getting ready to run as fast as I can, just screaming all the way down the valley here.
With the investigation complete, the team reconvenes in the Ghost Lab to review the final evidence and come to a conclusion on the levels of paranormal activity in Tombstone.
Now let's talk about the birdcage. The place opened up. I mean, we have a good EVP in there. I know you're freaking in here. Oh, yeah. Choose, eh? But the personal experiences at the birdcage. How about that speaker? Hello? Is anybody up there? They told us that it wasn't plugged in.
There's no power going to that speaker.
And we checked everywhere. We went into the offices. We went to the rooms to find out, okay, who has their hand on a buzzer or something like that.
Everyone was accounted for.
Very it's a documented personal experience. Obviously, we went to the silver mines. We didn't get anything as far as paranormal investigation down there, but we did notice is that there is silver everywhere.
That's a vein of silver right there.
I had no idea there was still that much silver down there.
These veins run under the town, and with the lightning and the humidity, we're thinking that's why you're getting paranormal activity. It's supercharged. It's hooked up to a big battery. Crystal Palace, our experiment with the Tesla coil.
25, 48, 154.
We're going to supercharge the Crystal Palace Saloon.
Yeah, baby.
The moment of silence when y'all are in there.
We're going to do a moment of silence now. This is your time. Start now.
Right quick. It ties with the whole charging the environment with the Tesla coil. Let's talk about Boot Hill. You got the motion sensors going off. They were going off when no one was there.
Make this thing go off right now.
That's an eerie sound in the graveyard in the middle of the night. No EVPs or anything out there, but the cool thing we got at Boot Hill, the Shadow Man. Good job in Tombstone. The only thing we didn't get in Tombstone was a video, but we pretty much got everything else as far as personal experiences, EVPs, photographs. Very cool theories that seem to pan out. Tombstone was a winner. In the beginning of this investigation, I wanted to figure out why the town was haunted. Well, I think we proved it was haunted, and as far as the why goes, I believe it was because A, high number of violent deaths, and B, the town is supercharged by the silver mines running underneath it.